Welcome, everyone. Today, we bring you another chilling true crime story. One that is real, disturbing, and impossible to forget. Every detail matters, and every moment leads closer to the truth. So stay connected with us till the end, because this story will change the way you see crime forever. On a quiet July night in 2007, the town of Cheshire, Connecticut, was preparing for a normal summer evening. Inside their home on Sorghum Mill Road lived the Petite family, a family that seemed to embody the American dream. Dr. William Petite Jr., a respected endocrinologist, had built a successful medical career. Jennifer Hawk Petite, a devoted mother and co-director of the health center at Cheshire Academy, balanced work with raising two daughters while fighting multiple sclerosis. Their daughters, Haley, 17, and Michaela, 11, were bright, talented, and deeply involved in community service. Haley, a senior at Miss Porter School, excelled in academics, athletics, and charitable work. Michaela, the family's creative spirit, loved cooking and planned to continue her sister's MS fundraising efforts. The family was deeply loved in their community. Their home was a place of warmth, achievement, and hope. Unbeknownst to them, two dangerous men had noticed them that very summer, men whose presence would soon shatter this idyllic life. Two men had recently crossed paths in a halfway house and drug rehabilitation program. Joshua Komaraski, 26, had a history of burglary, drug abuse, and parole violations. Born into a family with artistic ties, his life had spiraled into crime and addiction. Stephen Hayes, 44, had spent much of his adult life in and out of prison, with a criminal record dating back to 1981. He had a history of abuse, violence, and recidivism. By July 2007, both men were free to roam the streets of Cheshire, under minimal parole supervision. That summer evening, they would set their sights on the Petite family. On Sunday, July 22, 2007, Jennifer took Michaela to the supermarket to pick up ingredients for a special dinner. Joshua Komaraski spotted them and observed their routines, marking them as potential targets. Later, he contacted Stephen Hayes, and the two men began exchanging chilling messages indicating premeditation. Between 8:45 p.m. and 9:20 p.m., their texts revealed excitement and anticipation for what was about to unfold. The stage was set for a home invasion that would last hours, escalating far beyond theft into unimaginable violence. Late that night, either shortly after 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., Hayes and Komaraski entered the Petite home. Dr. William Petite was beaten with a baseball bat, dragged to the basement, and bound, suffering severe head trauma and extensive bruising. Jennifer and the daughters were tied to their beds under the pretense of a robbery. The intruders searched the house, demanding money, valuables, and account information. For 6 to 7 hours, the family endured horror. At one point, Hayes left for a nearby gas station to purchase gasoline, foreshadowing the coming fire. Jennifer was later forced to withdraw money from a bank while held hostage, silently alerting bank staff to the danger. Her call to action initiated a police response that ultimately saved Dr. William Petite's life. The situation deteriorated. While Hayes was at the bank, Komaraski assaulted Michaela and Jennifer, taking disturbing photos as evidence of the crimes. Upon returning, Hayes and Komaraski doused the home in gasoline. Haley and Michaela, still tied to their beds, were trapped. Jennifer was strangled in a final act of cruelty. Dr. William Petite, in the basement, heard the chaos above and managed to free himself despite severe injuries. He crawled to a window, escaping to a neighbor's yard, collapsing from trauma and exhaustion. When police arrived, the suspects attempted to flee in a vehicle but were trapped after ramming police cruisers. Hayes and Komaraski were arrested on the scene. The investigation revealed horrifying premeditation. Text messages between the men showed planning and anticipation. Komaraski's phone contained photos documenting the assault. Bank and gas station surveillance corroborated their actions. Medical examination confirmed Jennifer was strangled. Haley and Michaela died from smoke inhalation. Police coordinated with multiple agencies to secure the crime scenes, the home, the bank, and the site of the suspect's arrest. The case became one of the most notorious in Connecticut's history. Stephen Hayes went to trial in September 2010. Convicted on all counts, he was initially sentenced to death. Joshua Komaraski was convicted in 2011, also sentenced to death. The horrific nature of the crimes shocked the nation. Appeals and legal changes followed. Connecticut repealed the death penalty in 2012, later ruling that executing prisoners for pre-repeal crimes was unconstitutional. Both men had their sentences converted to life imprisonment without parole in 2016, ensuring they would never see freedom again. The tragedy left a community scarred but also inspired change. Dr. William Petite survived physically, but lost his family. He later remarried and became an advocate for victims' rights, parole reform, and criminal justice oversight. The Petite Family Foundation was established in honor of Jennifer, Haley, and Michaela, supporting education and multiple sclerosis research. Public discourse on parole failures, repeat offenders, and capital punishment intensified, with this case serving as a grim example. The Petite family remains a symbol of both loss and resilience. Their story reminds us of the fragility of life, the consequences of unchecked evil, and the importance of justice and vigilance.